Hey guys, it's Red here, and this time we're talking about brand new Tier 8 German light tank, HWK 12 or HWK 12 or just HWK. This tank is the next step after SP1C on the way to Panzerwagen, and let's see what these 12 tons of steel are capable of. Yes, it's a top tier battle against tier 6 tanks. I could show some battle with tier 9 tanks as well, but I specifically chose the battle where I will both deal damage and scout, just to show you all the advantages of the tank. Maybe I'll show you some other battle on this tank next time. It's really good. Yeah, that was a spoiler. Damn, I shouldn't do that. Okay, let me remind you that this tank sees tanks of tier 7 and 8 most of the time, often tier 9, and sometimes tier 6 tanks, like in this case. And you know what? You have 410 meters base view range and over 35% camo. Do you know what that means? This tank with good crew and boosted view range can easily outspot tier 9 lights and most tier 10 lights, let alone any same tier lights or lower. You spot enemy tanks at 430 meters and they will never see you. It's not even a balance of view range and camo. View range is insane and camo is above average. This is what you call scout. Personally, I would even say that it's too good. I mean, I feel great when I play this tank, but I think that its scouting capabilities are really overpowered. Well, you could say maybe it has great view range and good camo, but it's very slow or some other drawback balances it not to be overpowered as a scout. But no! Although it goes after spice in the line and looks similar to it, it's actually hard to call it slow. 65 km an hour is certainly not a record. But 36 horses per every ton of this German sausage help this guy to have very nice mobility. It's really quick. It's quick enough to be an effective active scout. And it's not that large in size as well, so as a scout it's very good in all possible ways. No, I would even say it's overpowered, so I just stated it's overpowered. It's so strong, it doesn't have any drawbacks as a scout, and as I said, it outspots tier 9 lights, it can outspot even most tier 10 lights, although it doesn't see many of them. I would say that in a tier 7 to 9 battles there is no better scout than this tank. Even next in the line RU-251 isn't as good at camo with the same view range, although it compensates it with better mobility. But still, HWK outspots RU-251 and even Panzerwagen because of much better camo. Okay, so maybe this tank is balanced with completely rubbish gun? Again, no. We have a gun from the old SP1C, the cycling gun, not the autoloader. It's pretty similar to Black Dog gun or old RU-251 gun, apart from high explosives, which in this case don't have an overpowered penetration. So we have 240 alpha with 180 main AP penetration and 250 gold heat penetration. Just as Black Dog or old SP1C or old RU-251, AP rounds suffer from terrible shell velocity. Heat rounds on the other hand fly a lot quicker, so heat rounds solve two problems. They penetrate pretty much everything you meet, plus they are quick, so if you try to shoot some distant target, even if it's not armored, you may choose heat rounds just for the shooting comfort. And yes, you'll have to shoot a lot of gold in this tank if you want to penetrate targets reliably. I recommend to have 50-50 AP and hit. You don't have to use all that ammo anyway, but your really huge ammo capacity certainly allows you to have a lot of gold rounds, so why not? Sometimes you will use only AP, sometimes you will use a lot of hits, just be ready for that. So apart from need to use hit rounds, this gun is very good. It's very accurate, it's pretty well stabilized. It's not the best DPM, but good alpha compensates that in the moments when you can make only one shot at the enemy, so you don't deal less damage than in any other light, and with this gold pen I would even say that you will deal more damage. You know, let's just compare this tank to T-44. Main round penetration, the same, DPM, the same, alpha, the same, well, roughly. HWK has speed, has camo, has crazy view range, has crazy gold rounds. Am I the only one who sees something wrong here? But okay, T-44 sucks. You can compare it to any other tier 8 medium, and any other tier 8 medium sucks compared to HWK. Even if HWK loses a bit in some stat to tier 8 medium, it has such strong advantages that they compensate anything. This tank is just objectively stronger than any tier 8 medium. It's a tank without any drawbacks. This tank would feel 100% okay even against 15 tier 10 tanks. It's not just very good like Batchat 12T, it's absolutely overpowered. If you're ready to use some gold. I think this tank is a balance mistake, and although I like playing it, you know, you always like killing everyone and winning, it's just not right for the game. You could place this tank on tier 10, and it would still be okay there. It would actually be better than Panzerwagen. I'm just glad that this tank isn't popular in random battles, but if you have it or you want to grind German line, although I don't recommend Panzerwagen, you'll have really nice time in this tank as well as in all other tanks in this line. Maybe apart from SP1C, because it's the only tank in the line that I haven't tested yet, but all other tanks in the line are very good, I can assure you. Okay, and we have here another universal light tank, which deals more damage than tier 8 mediums, not forgetting to scout at the same time. You know, this tank is a symbol of a lost role of light tanks, of a destroyed class with destroyed roles. Scouts are no more needed in this game. If you can deal 4000 damage, why would you go scouting? You focus on dealing damage and scout on the way, and this tank perfectly displays this new way of light gameplay, where lights are simply quick and invisible mediums. And if you are able to use speed, camo and view range, then you'll be much more effective in some lights than in mediums in terms of everything. If you found this video interesting, you can give it a like and share it with your friends and clanmates. Leave your opinion about this tank in the comments, maybe you can propose a way to nerf it, the correct way to balance this tank better, or maybe you have this tank and you have other opinion about it. In either case, I'm waiting for you in the comment section, and see you in the next videos, guys. Goodbye.